Hello, everybody. I want to talk to you today about an evil that is in our land. It's called jungle justice. How do we tackle this? How do we tackle this menace of jungle justice in Nigeria? I'm surprised why the government, the National Assembly, the president, MPs, APC, PDP, why they have not responded so brutally to stop this evil that is called jungle justice. This jungle justice is extrajudicial killings. Can you imagine? Without even affirming if you are guilty or not, they are already, the crowd, the mob is coming out and humiliating, beating, and executing the person, the alleged criminal, by the crowd, even without making sure that he is guilty or not. So this form of street justice occurs because of the dysfunctional judiciary. This is a proof that people don't have trust in our judiciary, in our laws. They don't have trust in our courts. They don't have trust in our judges, and that's why they are taking power into their own hands. But they must be made to know that if by taking power into your own hands, you are committing more injustice than the evil and the crime that person has committed. So these people are, they are telling us, and this jungle justice is a proof that our judiciary has lost all credibility in the eyes of the people. But still, the evil of it is something that the government must never tolerate. These people that are killing people everywhere like that, they must be so severely punished that everyone will be so afraid of doing it. And this is also a proof that we are not a nation of truth. We are not a nation of truth because we are not a nation of laws. If laws don't matter to people, if laws are not exalted higher than any kind of individual or mob justice, then it means that we don't have truth, we don't have standards. This is a proof that we don't have standards. It means that we are not people of truth. Because even people will come from church and from mosque and participate in mob killing and in jungle justice. Even though the Bible says do not kill, they will still kill. The Quran says do not kill, they will still kill. Because we don't have respect for law, which means we don't have respect for truth. We don't have respect for any truth. We are more people of sentiments and stimuli. We just go by instinct and we just follow our instinct without thinking of what even our religion tells us not to do. Talk less of the law of the land. Can you imagine? There was a sad story of what in Nigeria is referred to as Bakassi Boys actions. And what happened was that in 2012, 4 University of Port Harcourt students were horribly killed, in a necklace method. That's what it's called. They call them the Alu 4. These students were just coming from the school, and they were mistaken for criminals, and the mob came and killed them. A couple of years ago in Lagos, 7-year-old boy was beaten and burnt to death for allegedly stealing garri because the boy is hungry. 7-year-old boy. In Lagos also, a girl was caught in a ShopRite mall in Lagos for stealing something. And you know the way they killed this girl? They stripped her naked and put red hot iron rod into a private part. They inserted it into a private part. This is the kind of wicked. It shows that we're a wicked people. We are a people that don't have conscience. We are angry people. We need a national reorientation very, very fast. We are in a nation of crisis. So for the president or other people to be saying that it's just some criminal elements that are spoiling the name of our people, no. Our people are already spoiled. We are already animalistic. We are biomass. We need a program of national reorientation that would guide our people into values and that will teach them to respect values, to know values, to live by the truth, and to exalt the truth and law above themselves. All these things all these horrible things, it happens in front of a large number of people. And it's not just those people who participate in the killing and beating, but even the people, the mass, the population that are there, they will be sharing the whole action and giving their whole support for it. That shows you that our whole country, our whole population is corrupt. We are evil in our mind and character. That's why they must be checked through national reorientation, through propaganda. They must be checked through the law. And we must re-educate, not just the police. Yes, the police needs to be re-educated, but also the populace must be reorientated and re-educated. And our lawmakers must take this serious. It doesn't take anything for the National Assembly to pass the bill. They need to pass this bill as fast as possible. Because the horrible things that are happening, I wonder why the NGOs, activists, social organizations, why they are not arising to demand that the president and the National Assembly pass the bill as fast as possible. And if the bill is already passed and is being violated, the people should be punished that are responsible for this. All Nigerians must cry out against this evil now. I mean, it is barbaric to still be living in a time, in this 21st century, where people are just being killed, innocent people are just being killed in the name of jungle justice. Let's have a look at the video of some of this evil that is going on in our society.
Nigerians is when did the country get into the mess it is in today? A public affairs analyst, Comrade Wale Adebisi, stated that the issue of jungle justice came about as a result of system failure. Comrade Adebisi, who described as worrisome the increasing rate of jungle justice in the country, expressed fear that if urgent steps are not taken to stem the tide, people will begin to see life as nothing worth preserving. He attributed the rising cases of jungle justice to the security challenges in the country. According to him, there are increasing cases of kidnapping, ritual murder, herdsmen attack, to mention but few, and people no longer have confidence in the security agencies. He added that the criminal justice system is also weak.
What is happening around us is what is causing these jungle justices. It is not proper for anybody to set fire on any other person and burn it. You don't even know. In fact, that of the Bado boys in Ikorodu, the first two boys who are burnt, they said they were innocent, they are mechanic. So sometimes they will even burn innocent people. But it is the police that are supposed to be in charge. So Nigeria needs to improve its security system and networks, so that at least this kind of jungle justice can be curtailed. It cannot continue like this.
Speaking in the same vein, a legal practitioner, Mrs. Olushola Ogunlaye, maintained that jungle justice is an outright violation of human rights as it reduces human life and dignity to zero. According to her, the Nigerian Constitution stipulates that every criminal is considered innocent till proven guilty. Mrs. Ogunlaye stressed the need for law enforcement agents to be alive to their responsibilities by ensuring that those caught in the dastardly act are brought to book to serve as deterrents to others.
We don't have to take the laws into our hands. It is strongly against the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is expected that
Well, people talk. I think it's time for the civil society to take this battle to the National Assembly and demand an action from the government. This is a national disgrace. We are not humans if we live in a society where anybody can just do anything to anybody. We have to teach people about the sacredness of human life. We have to teach people about love for their neighbors. We have to teach people about respect for the law of the land. We have to teach people that everybody is innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. We have to exalt the authority of the law system and of the police, above the laws and of the jungle. We've got to go on a massive educational enlightenment crusade all over the country. And the government themselves have got to take this as a personal challenge, because the next time it could be your wife, your husband, yourself that will be under that will be the next victim of jungle justice. Well, please let us write about it. Let us speak about it. Let's go to the social media and raise our voices against this thing. Let us, write in the newspapers. Let us motivate and mobilize people to talk about this. Something must be done. If we tolerate jungle justice in our society, it means we ourselves belong in the jungle. And who are the ones who live in the jungle? Only animals. So let's stop making our society animalistic. Let's become human at last. For the love of God, church, and nation. Peace. Sunday Adelaja here. If you believe in nation-building principles, please like this video, share it with your friends, and let's change our nations together.